Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon and this is That DIY Guy. We're going to be fixing up my dad's yard roller. My grandpa borrowed it 30 years ago, used it a couple times but never gave it back, and it's been leaned up against my grandpa's shed for about 27 years. And from sitting for so long and making contact with the ground, it's rusted through in some spots and it doesn't hold any water or sand or anything like that. And being that the temperature's starting to warm up here in Michigan, the ground's starting to thaw, it'd be a good time to roll the yard to make it smooth. That way it's not so rough when we start mowing here in a couple weeks. So let's take a look at the rust spots and let's talk about how we're going to fix it. Taking a look at the drum, we have some large holes, we got some smaller holes, we got some pinholes. This whole section right here is pretty thin. This is where it was sitting on the ground at my grandpa's house. And it's kind of rusted away, this metal. I'm sure I could poke some holes in here if I had a hammer, but we could cut this out and just weld in some new metal, but I don't know what thickness the rest of this is, and I don't want to create a bigger problem than what it is. There are some other pinholes around the drum, and it's just going to be easier if I just weld a new skin on it. So I had to buy a full 4x8 sheet. They charge you $10 to make a cut, so I had them cut it to 3 foot wide, which is the same width that this is. And we're just going to wrap it, weld it, and we're going to be done. And some of the tools I'm going to be using is the Art Captain 20 volt cordless angle grinder. This thing's going to come in handy when cleaning up the metal and cutting whatever I need to cut. And the MIG 145 Pro. It's a little flux core welder. It's going to be perfect for this job. If you guys want to check these out, click my affiliate link down below in the description. Helps me. You guys can save a little bit of money by using promo code ThatDIYGuy. And yeah, let's get to work. Well, like an idiot, I forgot to charge the battery on that angle grinder, and now I have both batteries charging, and while I was sitting here waiting, I got an alert on my phone saying that there's a tornado coming my way. It's about 15 miles from here, heading this direction. I'm just outside the expected tornado path, but looking outside, would you even expect a tornado to be coming my way? It was raining just a minute ago, very lightly. The sun's starting to come out, birds are chirping, and yeah, there's a tornado coming my way apparently. Welcome to Michigan. Does that mean I'm going to take shelter? No. I'm going to wait for the batteries to charge, and then I'm going to get back to work, and then hopefully not get blown away by a tornado. So yeah, figured you guys would like that update. Alright, got the edges cleaned up. I'm going to be doing most of my welding out here on the edge. You can see here, this old weld seam. They only welded it a couple inches and then didn't weld it all the way across, so that was a potential leak point. I don't know if there's like a coating on the inside of this to keep it from leaking, but I think I'm going to do a better job and I'm going to weld mine all the way across. You can see all the dirt that's falling out of the holes. Coming out of that big hole right there. Like I said, there are a few more holes all the way around this, but we're at the point where we need to start wrapping the skin, so let's get to it. All right, now that we got it tacked all the way across, I'm going to start pulling this metal tight and tack it as I go all the way around till we get back to where we started. The other way to do this is to ratchet strap it, pull it tight. That way you're not fighting the metal. But 16 gauge is pretty thin, pretty flexible, and I don't think I need to do that. I'll just pull it tight, clamp it, weld it, and then keep moving on until I get back to where I started. And then I'll tack it across, cut off any extra, and then go back around and fully weld it, and then we'll be done. So, no tornado, so yay. It's actually getting sunny and warm outside now. The tornado is actually beyond us. It went about 15 miles down the state highway away from here, so that's cool. I did not expect a tornado today on a fairly decent day, so let's get back to work. All right, we're about a quarter of the way done of wrapping it. It's a slow process doing it without ratchet strapping. I do have one out here. I probably should have used it. I did get it out for this, but decided not to use it. It's just a slow process, keeping everything straight and, you know, doing micro tweaks and whatnot. But yeah, we'll pick this up tomorrow and hopefully get it finished. See you guys then. All right, it's the next day and I've already been out here for a couple hours. I thought about it last night, and doing it the way I was doing it probably wasn't the best method. At the end of the day there, I started noticing that I was kind of working the skin off center. So it's almost like when you roll a piece of paper and you kind of get that cone effect. That's kind of what was happening here, where the two edges just weren't lining up anymore. So I put some ratchet straps on here, pulled it tight, and now I can kind of fix what I was doing yesterday. So let's take a look at what I'm actually talking about so you guys can get a better idea. If you take a look down here, I started off fairly even with the edge of the can, and as I worked my way this way, I started pushing that sheet metal off the edge, and by the time we get up here, I'm about a 1/4 inch off the edge from being flush. I tried pushing the can over to try to line this edge back up, but we started bulging like this. So I'm just going to have to come back through, clamp it as I go, and that's going to squeeze this back down and kind of push that metal back around, and this thing should be pretty smooth. If we come over to the other side, we can see that it's fairly tight, you know, all the way around, but we definitely have a lip now on this side. Do I care about the lip? Not really. It just gives me a better place to weld, I guess. But as long as this thing holds water and it rolls pretty round, then my yard's going to get smooth, and that's really what I care about. So let's throw some welding gear on and let's get back to work. All right, well, I'm gonna call it quit. It's gonna be a short day. It's getting pretty dark over there. We got more storms coming in. It's getting really windy, and I don't want to leave the tractor outside, so I don't know when I'm gonna get back to this roller, probably next week, so I will tune back in at that time. All right, got the tractor back in the barn. The rain came out of nowhere. Like I said, it was getting dark, and then the wind picked up, and then boom, it just started downpouring. I'm soaked. I'm gonna pick this project back up sometime next week, and I will see you guys there.